Good morning. I'm Beth Hughes, and Father asked me to announce that today marks the beginning of our parish's Grateful Giving program. Over the next couple of weeks, we will be learning more about this very important program from the pulpit, in the bulletin, in the mail, and on our parish webpage. I've been a member here at ICC for 37 years. And over those years, I have been involved in different ministries and programs such as PSR as a confirmation teacher, Women's Renewal Program, Renew, prayer groups, pastoral council, a reader, a Eucharistic minister, and for the last 14 years, a high school youth renewal advisor. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities that have been available to me to guide and direct me in my faith journey. And yet, simply giving my time and talent does not come close to repaying what this parish has given to me. My husband and I were married here on December 23rd in 1991. And of our 6 children, all but the oldest was baptized here. 4 received their first Holy Communion here. The 2 oldest were students at Assumption, and they received theirs at that parish, but Father Fagan and Father Mike Bruce were there to kind of celebrate the Mass. ICC has been the site of many other momentous events in our lives, such as our oldest daughter was married here 11 years ago, and 3 of our 10 grandchildren were baptized here. On a personal note, I am so grateful to all the pastors, the priests, the deacons that have been shepherds for me and so many others here. This is the first parish where I really experienced God's love and mercy, and I have to question myself. How could I ever give enough back to the parish when they have given so much to me? I am confident, though, that with God's grace and grateful hearts of us, the parishioners, this parish will continue to be the site of many more momentous events in all of our faith journeys for many more years. Our parish has experienced many successes over the past years, such as the wonderful celebration of our 150th anniversary. Think of the countless lives that have been spiritually fed and nurtured through the sacraments and the wonderful shepherds God has provided for us here. We've had at least 2 women religious, 1 male religious, a couple of priests from this parish, and we now have a new applicant for male seminary from here. The parish center was built in 1981 and has been the location for so many children were and still are instructed in the faith. The center holds seminars, renewals, social events, and will continue to do so for many more years. And this Christmas Eve will mark the 60th anniversary of the very first Mass said in this church building. God has been so good to the family of Immaculate Conception. Thank you to all those individuals, living and dead, who so faithfully contributed their time, their talents, and their treasure to make these successes happen. Thank you to those who continue that tradition of giving to help this community of faith become what it is today and what we hope and pray it will be in the future. Some of our parish's hopes and dreams for the future are to continue to be a force for bringing about people's formation in the faith, bringing more into our faith and our parish family, and to evangelize to those who have wandered from our faith, to form people in prayer. What beautiful hopes and dreams for our parish. Each of us here today and all the family members of ICC Parish are impacted with the constant challenge to provide for ourselves and our families to ensure our day-to-day existence, more so now considering our current economic challenges. Sometimes it takes more effort and much more attention than we would like to stay ahead of the expenses. For this reason, we are launching the Grateful Giving program. What I am asking you to do is to prayerfully consider increasing the amount of the offering you currently give to the parish. You and I can begin this prayerful consideration by asking ourselves a couple of questions. How is God calling me to respond to his presence in my life? And how is God calling me to use the blessings and gifts he has entrusted to me? Yes, God is still the owner of all these gifts. He has given them to me to use with increase to serve his people. We're not being asked to make any commitment today. This grateful giving program, which is being conducted here, consists of a combination of communications from our pastor and laity, providing us with information and faith formation materials that encourage us to consider ways in which we have each been gifted by God and to how it is we are each called upon to respond. This weekend we are announcing the Grateful Giving program. Next weekend will be our commitment weekend. At that time, we shall pass out intention cards right here in the church, but not today. As I mentioned earlier, what we are all being asked to do, all of us, is to give prayerful consideration to our current giving and reflect on increasing that amount. Thank you for listening to me this morning. Please join me as we work together as a parish family to serve God's people. And finally, as people that know me can tell you, and especially any high school youth group kids, I like to present people with a challenge, and I like to challenge myself. In the pews today, you will find Grateful Giving prayer cards. You could pass those out right now. Pass them down. I challenge you to take that card and pray that prayer every day this week and see what the Lord might say to your heart about increasing what you already give. And now, as a parish family, let's pray this prayer together. God, creator and giver of all that is good, we thank you for our many blessings. Mindful of your generosity, we acknowledge that all we have is from you. Daily we offer our thanks and praise for the beauty of your truth, our work, our family, and our loved ones. In the dawning of a new day, you are with us. In each dark hour, you are here. Blessed by your grace, we show gratitude to you by sharing what we have. By serving our brothers and sisters, we serve you. As you protect and guide us on our journey, we, your disciples, remain ever grateful for your constant love. Amen.